you feel if your implementation partner, that organisation that you trusted to deliver those benefits to your business that you laid out in a scope of work, just turned their back on your project? In this video, I'm going to tell you a story, because that is exactly what happened to a client of mine recently. I'm also going to tell you how you can make sure that you avoid such a situation. This client of mine brought in one of the large consulting companies to help them deliver a Dynamics 365 project. They'd laid out all of their requirements, and the implementation partner accepted the contract and accepted the price that was agreed. So far, all was going well. Then, said implementation partner appointed a solution architect to the project. It later transpired that that solution architect knew nothing about Dynamics 365 CE, in fact had never previously done a Dynamics 365 project. And as I'm sure you can imagine, they proceeded to make a real mess of the implementation. When the project was running about 2 years late, I was invited in to give them a second opinion. And the more I looked, the more I saw problems. I have described this to some people as, imagine meeting somebody and that person is wearing a knitting jumper and you see a loose thread on that knitting jumper, and in a rather rude way you start pulling at that thread, and you pull and you pull and you pull, and after a few minutes your friend is left in a rather embarrassing situation. That is exactly what happened to my client, only it wasn't a jumper and it wasn't wool and a loose thread. What I had discovered was that something key was missing in their implementation, and that caused me to look a little bit further and a little bit further. What we uncovered was that this entire project was structurally unsound, and there was no way it was ever going to deliver on those key requirements in the statement of work. So we set upon building a new environment, and we did this sort of with the blessing of the original partner, but not really. It became obvious that they were just not happy with the situation. It took us about 3 months building a solution that was pretty much out of the box Dynamics 365, so none of the awkward, difficult, non-functional configuration, customization that the original solution architect had delivered. A very small amount really of configuration. And everything that we've delivered in this new iteration could have been delivered 3 years ago when the project first started. Unfortunately, we now have to do a data migration from the old system into the new system, and that is proving to be fairly tricky. But the actual implementation is very close to being finished in 3 months, not 2 years as it originally. The lessons from this experience are, without a shadow of a doubt, understanding. There was understanding lacking on this project in many, many areas. My client, unfortunately, did not understand the technology that they were delivering. The so-called solution architect also did not understand the technology. He didn't understand the methodology of doing such a project, and he also did not understand the business. So if you want to ensure success in your Dynamics 365 CE project, or any other CRM project, or quite possibly any software implementation project, the the key is understanding. You must have people in your team who understand the business drivers for the project, understand how to go about doing a project of this nature, and understand the technology. It is also essential that you have a reasonable number of people who understand all three of those, because without people with one person who understands all of them, you're looking at a situation of Chinese whispers and things getting lost in translation. If you would like help in the understanding aspects of your dynamic CRM project, please do reach out. I will be very happy to help you the way I have helped